as I said, setup-wise for me, nothing really sort of to change there. Okay, it looks pretty good and pretty standard. Okay, a lot of good things with grip and posture and everything else. Okay, for me the issue was in terms of your body movement as that club went back. Even just there now, your left, just look at your Adidas logo. There's a lot of movement there in that left leg, even with a small swing there. If I said you hit a ball 40, 50 yards, you'd swing to there. I doubt your left leg would move that much. Head starting to drop as your knee starts kind of going down this way. The head starts sort of. It's all kind of move exactly, yeah. And it's just a lot of movement to try and tie into. And when you get, I mean, even if the club gets horizontal, they're almost parallel. Now, what you'd expect to see is kind of that. Yeah. Okay, so you've turned 110 degrees, and the clubs then.
I don't think they even went to the right angle, let alone further.
Exactly. I mean, again, a lot of leg in there, a lot of hip turn there. Okay, so you're creating an awful lot of power there, which in some ways is going to be wasted because you're not going to produce that back to the golf ball. Okay, and again, it's a lot more energy to get back to the goal. Well, this one here now, I mean, even the non-golf, which looks better. I mean, you can just see on that right-hand side, it's a little bit long, but that's fine. Okay, in an ideal world, I may want to see it about there somewhere.
So that could be less, right?
A smidgen. I wouldn't go too much. Okay, but from there, okay, as you start coming back into impact now, there's not so much movement back on your right side, so you're on your tippy toes now with both feet, sort of your left foot's off the ground, there's no stability there, hitting with all your weight going onto your trail foot, hitting up here, staying down an awful long time and swinging through, whereas this one now, hitting into a much more solid left side, twisting through. If we just watch these things, now based on how far they were going, okay, you saw your 7-iron before was maybe going 165, numbers on there, you had a couple of the results you had, so 7-iron, I think most of these are going to be when you've had the change since the change was made, so it's not going to be fair. But probably your long is at 160 from 162, okay? Yeah. If we just watch the left hand swing, so I'll block my hand over that one there, okay? So full swing, lot of move, a lot of energy going on there, okay? Watch the right hand one now. That's 15 yards less.
Yeah.
That's it. That looks like it could go 110 yards, that go about 190.
Yeah.
But that, if you just increase that speed just a little bit with your arm speed, that's what you've got to do. Just swing the arms like a bit further, just a bit more speed to the golf ball. Not massively, but just under control.
I'm going to lose what I've started.
No, exactly, yeah. And the thing is, once your base now is a lot more, so you just look at that movement there now, there's a lot more stability there, where if we look at just doing that sort of same thing here now, I mean, your head's going all over the place, the knees up on the there's a lot of different changes of positions there, so your consistency's all over the place. Because you've kind of got, you think of your head, your weight distribution, your left foot, your shoulder, 4 or 5 things there, trying to merge and blend together to get one consistency. Now, giving yourself 10 or 15 shots, you found a good shot. I always joke with people I teach, what ball should you get? What's the best ball? So get a dozen provisionals. They always go straight to the provisional, don't they? You hit them out about, it's the end of the ball. Because if you have enough shots, your brain, your body kind of figures out what to do.
Yeah.
So on the range sometimes, or a sim, or wherever you go to, you hit enough golf shots, and by shot 10, 15, I mean the ball, great, awesome, isn't it? On the golf course, 3 days later, what's that feeling? I've lost that feeling. First shot, careers up in the trees, so oh, bugger in the trees now. Chipping out, different club, different shot. Now 5 out from the grass, slight uphill lie, we duffed that round box, now I got a wedge on the green, different shot again. Second tee, right, first tee shot went right, 10 minutes ago, what did I do? Can't remember, I don't give a and you're trying to, and then maybe whole 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 you figured things out, but you kind of waited the most around.
Yeah.
So if we can just make things a lot more simpler, a lot more efficient, well, everything, it'll be harder to do with driving because there's obviously a lot more to driving.
My driving, I can't fault my driving, so I don't know what it is I do differently. It might be
because what you will find is, and again, this is maybe when you ever into range and practice, you maybe more drivers, you've over time hit more, so you found that timing better with that club.
Yeah.
So you know with that, so this method works with 100 mile an hour. When it's 80 mile an hour, it doesn't quite work. When it's 110 so you found like a movement, shall we say, or a speed that fits that swing.
Yeah.
And when your swing speed and club length and swing shot change, your timing's out. Which is why I see guys at iron. My drive was great today. I couldn't my irons, and my irons were great. My drive was awful. My putt was terrible. Hang on. Your golf swing is the same for every club in the back, to be fair. As long as your setup is correct, which
that's
we can
good.
get.
I know I can do the same thing with the driver and then work the speed back.
Exactly, yeah. And I think from your point of view, it's just, again, you're not a short hitter by any stretch of imagination, see what you're hitting there. If we can just keep the ball in play, if you play a game of golf and don't lose a golf ball, you would easily break 14 handicap. Your putting's pretty horrendous for another day. But yeah, you can keep.
It's just more of the misses. I need to get the misses better.
Exactly.
It's not quite the right shot, but I need it to be a better miss.
Exactly. And that for me is one of the big things, is get your exactly. So you're missing in the right spot and not as destructive. It's not sort of like 40 yards here, 30 yards there, 20 yards, and all over the place.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Does that kind of make sense to you, mate?
Yeah.